Indeed, Heleni Nambaho, it's a beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. Mutatio Karstens, goeiemorgen MMC. Yes, good morning to you all out there. Welcome to the Morning Mix. It is the 22nd of November 2021. Sylvia Wakumbwa, goeiemorgen allemaal, morgen jullie allemaal.
Morgen.
Yeah. Good morning.
Guten Morgen.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Eleni, she set the platform this morning. Okay. She decided it's a beautiful Monday.
That's a good thing.
So please, let's just not mess it up now. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to hear
Negativity.
Stories of wie skuld vir wie en wie het vir wie wat gemaak.
Okay.
Ons soek die stories nie.
Is good.
How was the weekend, guys?
Fantastic.
Nee?
Good.
Nee?
Oh,
Who's that, Mitch?
the weekend was the weekend.
The weekend was the weekend. Your voice sounds a bit hoarse this morning.
Oh, I left it in Okakarara.
Wait.
I was having a good performance. Yeah, I was having a good performance.
Were you in Okakarara this weekend?
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
The time of my life with my Herero people,
Nee?
friends and family that I met there.
Fantastic.
No, that's good. And how was your weekend, Kofi?
Mine was exceptionally busy. I almost won $120,000.
Almost. Nee?
But it didn't happen.
Where?
We've got this amongst friends and what. And it's basically what is called a joker draw. Happens every Friday. Yeah, so you buy your tickets. And then when they choose your ticket, then you've got to come to the front and then you've got to draw a card. And if it's not the joker, then you don't get the money.
Aha.
Okay.
120,000.
It goes up every week.
So as friends, you guys give each.
Not friends. The public is involved.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah.
But
it's just you guys like friends.
Aha.
Doing this.
Staan jy nou. But it was all good.
Klomp geld, jong.
Dis, dit sal daar nou lekker gewees het.
Kofi, you need to share with us
The news.
what's been happening over the weekend.
Okay.
Monday News. Firm but fair.
This is Informate Live, and these are our top stories. A 45-year-old man has been taken into police custody after he reportedly raped a 10-year-old boy at Okongo in the Ongwena region. According to the Namibian police, the suspect would monitor the young boy whenever he was out collecting firewood. It is further alleged that his first attempt at raping the minor earlier this year was unsuccessful, as the boy managed to escape by running away. The Lubatsa High Court in Gaborone dismissed an application by the Botswana Directorate of Intelligence and Security, also known as DIS, to search one of the properties of former Botswana President Ian Khama. Although details surrounding the case remain vague, a Botswana newspaper, the Megi, is reporting the Directorate has been trying to get the former president, who is also a retired army general, to hand over weapons reportedly kept at his house. Khama, on the other hand, allegedly saw the instruction to report to the DIS Sebele office as a ploy to arrest him, and instead took the matter up with his lawyers. On Friday, however, the DIS filed an application for the warrant of arrest for Khama without the knowledge of his lawyers. And finally, October has been the best performing month for tourism in Namibia since the pandemic hit the country, with an average occupancy of almost 34% across the country. According to Kita Petzold, the Chief Executive Officer of the Hospitality Association of Namibia, it is promising that the performance of October 2021 is more than double than that of the same month last year, when Namibia reached an overall occupancy of 14.45%. In October 2019, the last normal year before the pandemic, almost 70% occupancy was reached. Your Trustco share price today, the 22nd of November, is at $1.96 per share. Taking a brief look at the financial indicators, the Namibia dollar is trading against the US dollar at $15.60, against the euro at $17.70, and against the British pound at $21 on the dot.
21.
Yeah.
Just like
This is Informante Live, and these were our top stories. You can find more on our website, which is informante.web.na.
Informante News. Informante News. Informante News. Informante News. Firm but fair.
None of us will be going to London anytime soon.
No.
it seems.
I would strongly recommend staying here.
I never realized. A friend of mine was telling me over the weekend, they wanted to go to Cape Town on holiday. It's him, his wife, and his 3 children. And he said, no, Neville, it's too expensive even now to go to Cape Town. Just by driving, because you know what? And it's an oversight from my side that I forget that you need to include your coronavirus COVID testing budget
Right.
to go and to come back. And that cost, we don't realize. We don't think about that cost.
Yes.
So for him, his wife, and his 3 children, as 5 days and af, as 5 days and terug. So
Wow.
it's another.
That's 5,000. That's the 5,000 in sale.
How much is a coronavirus test now?
800. 600 if you go 48 hours.
Okay, no, but it's fine. That's
800,
roughly.
yeah.
So,
Round it up,
16, 24, 32 is 4,000 rand to go.
Yes.
4,000 rand
To come back.
To come back. It's $8,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead, you can just spend that money in Namibia.
Somebody's making money somewhere.
Okay, there we go.
No? Yeah. But looking at the coronavirus cases.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Guess how many active cases we have in Namibia today?
88.
72.
Oh, up, man.
Yes. So 129,091 registered, of which we recovered 125,450. Deaths at 3,569. Remember that we had no deaths for some time.
Yeah.
But over the weekend we had 2 deaths. Sorry to say that.
Yeah.
But the daily new cases is still at 0.
Okay. But that's some good numbers that
Yes.
we have there.
Looking at the coronavirus cases in South Africa is on the spike again. So that is really something that we as Namibians should be worried about, because we truly don't know whether these $1,000 per test or whatever, whether that's actually being controlled at the border and whether that's effectively done. However, looking at the weather today, cooler air is expected to persist in the south, the east, and also central regions tomorrow. The interior is going to be partly cloudy and warm to very hot in the north and the southwest, with a few thunder showers in the extreme southwest, but isolated to scattered thunder showers in the Kavango and Zambezi regions. A fresh to strong westerly wind is going to blow in the interior. The coast partly cloudy and cool, with a few showers in the south, with a wind moderate to fresh southwesterly to southerly. The maximum temperatures for today in Windhoek, it's 28 degrees, so it's not as hot as we expected it. In Walvis Bay, 23, with Swakopmund, 20. Katima Mulilo today, 29, then going to Umuthia, 35, Ondangwa, 36, and Ochivarongo, 33. Rehoboth today, maximum temperatures 29 degrees, with Marienthal at 35 and Keetmanshoop at 27. So we can see a distinct difference between Keetmanshoop and also Marienthal. Going to the north of the country, if I can just find it, yes, Gobabis today 33 and Beitapos also 33 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it was a bit nippy when I came from home this morning.
Yes, it was,
I did put on a jacket. Yeah, but you can feel that the temperature is rising throughout the morning. So
But these winds are still continuously blowing.
Yes,
yesterday it just continuously was blowing the whole time. Is it normal for us to still have these gusts of wind this time of the year? It usually ends in September, doesn't it?
I could feel it in the Saturday afternoon around 12 to 2 to 3.
Yes.
A lot of wind, and yesterday was the same thing. Obviously gives Mevrou, the excuse to keep all the doors and windows closed.
Yes.
Dan ben jy nie warm te sit in die huis nie.
Ish. Oh well. Have yourself a fantastic day. I'll see you again tomorrow.
Alfie, thank you very much. You enjoy your day, my brother. Thank you so much. Welcome to you all. Let's just quickly run through. There was a lot of sport over the weekend. Let's just quickly run through some of the results that we got over the weekend in the English Premier League. Leicester City 0, Chelsea 3. I don't know what is happening with Leicester. They just coming off the boil at the moment, a team that's always doing well in the Premier League, but they've been losing their last few games. Newcastle 3, Brentford 3, Burnley 3, Crystal Palace 3, Aston Villa 2, Brighton 0, Watford 4, Man United 1. Okay. Maybe just to add to that, the news obviously broke yesterday that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Man United finally parted ways. I think the board of Man United have been patient enough in the last couple of weeks, and it was inevitable that this would have happened.
We said that. You remember when we were talking about it the other day?
Yeah.
I think it was the first week of November that we said that.
Yeah, but the same day, funny enough, the day we were talking about it, the same day a report came out. Because the frustration for him to leave comes every time we lose. That's when the calls are, die man moet gaan, die man moet gaan. And when we were discussing it that Monday, it was after a weekend where we lost badly. And 5-0. And Man U came out and said Ole is not going anywhere. That same day we discussed it. There was a report that he's not going anywhere, and I was like, okay, fine, you guys are gonna sit with this one. But obviously, even before we started playing, I think as the game started, I remember there was the camera zoomed to him, and I'm just like, I didn't even know if we were losing or winning. I just knew he had to.
It's so unfair, man, that we have to blame a coach for the stuff that the guys on the field.
Blame?
The guys on the field, they had a problem. No, but now we are just like the coach moet gaan en sê fout, maar die ouens wat moet inskop is op die veld.
But
Do you think a coach plays a difference?
A coach, I think for me, a coach do play make a difference because sometimes the energy of a coach always sort of transcends into the spirit of the players, and you will see the next game United plays. It does not matter who they play against, but with Solskjaer gone, you will just see a lift in performance because the guy is out of the way.
Sometimes a bad coach is like dead weight, and not only that, I think it also translates in the strategy you apply forward. For example, you will find Ole insistent on keeping Ronaldo in when everybody else, as the fans can see, a state of man. Etal. You understand? This stuff makes a huge difference at the end of the day in our bottom line and
bottom line. We basically want to keep Ronaldo in the game.
He wants to keep Ronaldo.
In the game because we depend on him, kinda. Like we want him to be a savior somehow.
I'm sorry, but for me, the only player in that team who looked like performing every time is Ronaldo.
We know.
So I don't know where you guys come up with Ronaldo must be sub.
That guy.
But last time we got subbed, and I was saying it, last time we got subbed because you could see that, you need to remember he's at an age where he can perform the first half.
Yeah.
And the third half is... you have to, it's like you have to give him Viagra.
When we come to like 70 minutes
Viagra for round 2. So, and Ole at least saw it and he pulled him out, put in one of the young boys, I can't remember, and that young boy went on to score.
Okay.
So, that was a good call. But I'm saying stuff like that, you constantly need to make good calls for the team. Otherwise, as great as Ronaldo is, he can be also dead weight for the team because he is in his 30s, guys. The man is old.
Hello.
And Europe,
Maria said the man is out.
per football standard.
You
I mean,
can't
if you
go
have
2 rounds.
19, 20-year-olds in there, what do you think a 36-year-old is?
Hoe sê jy, Mitch?
Maria said, die man kan nie round 2 vat nie.
Ek kan nie 2 rondes staan nie.
Nee, jy kan nie 2 rondes.
Ek ken nie hoe ken Maria.
You can't go. You can't go the
Maria, I
distance.
don't know how you know this stuff.
Reading. You just have to pick up a book.
And read. Yeah. And go round 2.
No, that a certain age.
Oh.
Wolves 1, West Ham 0. Yeah, West Ham going off the boil. They haven't lost the game in quite some time. Norwich 2, Southampton 1, Liverpool 4, Arsenal 0. You know what?
Why does your pitch go up when you say Liverpool?
No. Not necessarily because it's Liverpool. It's because my team has performed once again dismally over the weekend. I remember on Saturday, and I told myself, you know what? We are playing Liverpool again today. We have not beaten Liverpool at Anfield in a good 9 years. I'm not going to hold my breath for this game. I know Liverpool is going to trash us. So, jy kan my nie, julle kan my nie kogel nie. I'm an Arsenal supporter.
Why?
Since 88.
He knows his strengths and his weaknesses.
Yes.
He's a realist.
How do you just stand up and decide I'm an Arsenal fan?
Since
Who does that?
Since 1988. We've had our successes in the English Premier League, but then again, we're just off the boil at the moment. But yeah, Man City 3, Everton 0. That was now yesterday. Tottenham 2 and Leeds 1. So
Tottenham never coach. You can see no perform to means.
Tottenham
Guys,
is a swag span.
Yeah, but yesterday, you know, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it just takes that fresh blood.
You see?
Said never coach.
You see?
A hele nuwe verhouding.
Ja, hele nuwe verhouding.
Julle blom mos as julle nuwe verhouding.
Yeah, that's the English Premier League for you. Very interesting development in Formula 1. With 2 races to go, Lewis Hamilton looked completely out of Formula 1 about 2 weeks ago. He won the last 2 races. He won yesterday and he won the Brazilian Grand Prix in spectacular fashion last week. There's only an 8 points difference between him and Max Verstappen. So, wow. 2 more races to go. 8 points difference between the two. If Hamilton can win, you know, I'm a big Hamilton fan. A lot of white people don't like Hamilton. All my white friends hate Hamilton. And I know why. Okay? And then why do you hate Lewis Hamilton? Yeah, fuck. Ek hou nie van hom nie. Ek sê, hoekom hou jy nie van die man nie? He won 7 championships.
They'll tell you he's arrogant.
Ja. Hy's te arrogant. Hy het 'n groot kop. Ek sê, but Schumacher was that also? What is the issue? Yeah, he's a fucking Murphy.
Yeah.
Okay, the guy's eccentric dress code.
Before you even brought in the dress code, I was about to say, what I love about Hamilton, as much as he's brings all this fire on the racetrack, right? The politics of the racetrack is what I love about his queer aesthetic. That's what I call it, queer aesthetics. Because we don't know
What
if
the
it's
hell
queer.
is that?
Queer aesthetic is like when you, for example, you can wear nail polish or you wear dresses. It's not necessarily that you're queer. We don't know, but it's what they call queer aesthetics, right? I love, these fishnet tops and I love the fact
you just
that
like
he's
him because
so.
he brings drama.
No, I just love. No, it's not. He's not bringing drama. That's the thing. People want to call it drama. It's not drama. He's just existing as his authentic self. He wants to wear a skirt. He'll put on a skirt. He's okay with his masculinity. It's not fragile where he needs to think.
Yeah.
What are people going to say about him? Because he's Lewis Hamilton. He does whatever the F he wants, and that for me is so sexy. I love it.
Yeah.
With that much money, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but a lot of people are still concerned about what other people think. He doesn't care. Lewis Hamilton.
And he doesn't even
If he
respond.
wants to wear a Black Lives Matter t-shirt, he will wear a Black Lives Matter t-shirt. If he wants to wear a skirt, he'll wear a skirt. If he wants to wear nail polish, he'll wear nail polish. If he wants to wear a bra over a shirt, he will wear a bra over a shirt. He's just Lewis Hamilton. He doesn't take away from his performance.
Like, he's one dude that I know that doesn't just respond to people.
Yeah.
He doesn't also do a lot of interviews. So he doesn't respond on stuff like that when people say that. You'll see some celebrities will go there and like, yo, try to explain themselves, but him, nothing.
Yeah, what I like about, because, you know, I was speaking to a friend last night again, and I said, you know what, you guys must understand, you know, you're white, okay? And I understand the feelings that you have towards Lewis Hamilton. I love Hamilton because he's black.
Yeah.
The fact that he's the
And he's
first
great.
black driver, and for the same reasons that we love Tiger Woods, because he was the first, and then the Williams sisters. So you must understand, for us, for you, it's different. The status quo is a little bit different, but I like him because he's a black driver. So, and don't tell me you don't see color, please.
Yeah.
You must see color to have an understanding of how things work.
Yeah.
So I want Lewis to win this championship. Then it's 8.
He will.
Then he can go and retire in peace and piss off people who don't like him.
The problem is they
For
don't want,
his dress code.
the problem is they don't want him to break the record of Schumacher.
Yeah, he equaled it.
Yeah.
He's
He
got,
will be greater than Schumacher. That's
They don't want.
no, he will never be greater than Shumi, because
Shumi was a problem.
Shumi is the epitome of Formula One, and Lewis is black. Yeah.
By the way,
Nobody will
speaking of that, just last week we were having a conversation about how we were willing to cancel Tiger Woods omdat the man apart side chicks rated 18, but side chicks are stuck apart, you know. And then I thought about
Only
it.
18.
I thought about it. It's like, and then she came as a tweet like, "You guys, the only crime. It's so unbelievable that Tiger's only crime was having mistresses." And now you're gonna talk about. And by the way, they also called him arrogant.
Of course.
Why a lot of people didn't like him. He's
Yeah.
arrogant. He's got a temper.
Yeah.
On the pitch, and
You must not have a temper.
but
Amongst
they're-
white people.
But they're athletes.
I know, but you're not supposed to. You need to behave.
What is that tennis player that they love so much?
Oh, who now?
One of these tennis players, I think, is. He throws his rackets when he
Ferrero.
runs
Oh.
away.
Yeah, Ferrero. or something, yeah.
Roger Federer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Federer have been breaking, records for years on end.
His sponsors already know they're giving him a record, they give him 2 extra ones. The other one is to break.
But when Serena does it,
It's a problem.
angry black woman.
Yeah. But look,
Oh,
Federer is the highest paid athlete right now. So you got.
Ronaldo?
It's Federer. Let me check it
I'm
out.
not.
Let me check it out.
Please check
Soon
it out.
check it, yeah.
I think he's been surpassed by Floyd Mayweather.
Oh.
I think he's been surpassed by
Highest paid athlete. Let me just
Check.
check up again.
Because that guy, you can't really. Have you ever seen a white person losing sponsors because of them having a tantrum on the field?
Yeah, no. Tiger lost it.
Number 1 highest paid athlete is Michael Jordan. Then
Still.
Tiger Woods. Yes, Michael Jordan's 2.62. This
It's
is
because of his
adjusted
businesses.
earnings, right? Number 2, Tiger Woods 2.1 billion. So maybe we'll discount Michael Jordan. Volgens he's not in. Number 3, it's Arnold Palmer 1.5.
Oh, golf.
Jack Nicklaus.
Jack Nicklaus, golf.
Sorry, I have to. This is just the top. So he's not even in the top 5, my guy.
Oh.
No, where's Floyd?
Wait, let me continue. Cristiano Ronaldo is number 5.
Floyd is number 6. Like
Floyd is number 6.
Yo.
my guy.
LeBron is number 7.
Yo.
Lionel Messi is number 8. Michael Schumacher, funny enough, racing is number 9. And,
Where's Lewis?
and 10 is Roger Federer.
So he's in the top 10. At least.
Bra, from number 1 to right at number 10. Waar komt hij in?
Estomish says, all my boys turned against our Viking. Usain, Ronaldo, I am taking a break from those two, especially Usain. Gary Neville was faithful to Ole until the end. Semenya will be back. That's cool. Estomish says, the highest paid is Conor McGregor. Don't agree. Roviera says, jong, Mitch, die naweek was rof, nee. Ja, my stem is ook nog in die naweek. Ek sit en wacht dit hier. Kaloy Buchter says he represents us. Kaloy, you're probably talking about Lewis Hamilton. Estamish says our team lost with no B plan. I knew it was coming when he visited home before this match. A new coach won't help. The players sucks. They are spoiled brats. Shalako, Ole shouldn't be sacked. Sylvia Wakumwa says, die wind help dat die muskiete uitbly so hy kan maar waai, veral in die aand. Ja, true, hey. Roviera says, Mitch Kenji soccer. Best Monday morning ever. We finally got rid of that useless dude of coach. Andrew Alwendu says, the problem is not Ole or Manchester United, but Ronaldo. He took away fames of other players. Andrew, how are you going to blame Ronaldo for the nonsense?
For existing.
Yeah, for existing.
For existing.
Clotilda Stefano says, I think it's Novak Djokovic Maria's talking about. Federer doesn't do that. Yeah, you're right, Clotilda. Djokovic has been throwing quite a few tantrums in the last few months on court. Yeah, that's a bit of Formula One news for you. Just quickly, some rugby results over the weekend. Ek het net 'n kaknaweek gehad with all my sports this weekend. Ireland 53, Argentina 7. The French destroyed the All Blacks this past weekend. It was, there was nothing. You know what? When your team loses to that extent, where you are humiliated, you can't feel bad. And that's why I don't even feel bad for Arsenal losing 4-0. French ran out 40 points to 25 against the All Blacks.
When you hear All Blacks losing in like rugby, just like what happened?
But I'm happy that
These guys been winning.
the Springboks at least also lost against England over the weekend, so I'm fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with the Springboks losing.
Oh, why?
All Blacks.
Nee. Werkie so nie.
Oh, by the way, just amended the Forbes article for this year. Just this year's earnings.
Yeah.
The highest paid athletes 2022. Number one at 180 million is Conor McGregor.
Wow.
Number two with 130
This is
million.
Forbes.
This is Forbes this year. With 130 million, Lionel Messi. Number three with 120 million, Cristiano Ronaldo. And number four with 107.5 million is Dak Prescott. He's an American footballer. 96.5 million. Number five is LeBron James. Ik kon net as dit Dak is dat is. Number six with 95 million, Neymar. Number 7, 90 million is
Neymar.
Roger Federer. At number 8, 82 million, Lewis Hamilton. At 76, hierdie ek verstaan nie hoekom bly in top 10 is Tom Brady, but he's huge in American
In football.
Tom
Brady,
Yeah, and then at number 10, the last spot with 75 million is Kevin Durant. It's a basketball player.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the top 10 list for 2020. So the boxer is at the top. It's a boxer, right?
Who?
Who's this Conor?
He's an
I know
MMA
he's
fighter.
an MMA fighter.
Is that
Mixed
it?
martial arts. It's a
Oh,
big
you
difference.
punch and it's cock.
Yeah.
No boxes like that.
It's in that
But
octagon,
it's
in that
very
ring.
bloody, right?
It's actually
But it's the
MMA.
fun part.
Yeah.
Boxing, I mean, he was in the ring.
Yeah. MMA is busy
he lost-
overtaking
he lost
boxing
badly.
at the moment.
But it's
In
32
terms of-
years.
In terms of popularity, MMA is busy overtaking. I'm a big boxing fan, but
I'm an MMA fan.
Yeah, but
Conor
MMA is,
Conor in 2012 he said something. He said like he was asked like, so when is it gonna be enough and what? He was like, it's gonna be enough when my daughter has a car to drive each and every day. That's when I know I've lost it to this game, and it's enough only then. And then he was asked about that, like it's like 8 years back. He was asked about that, and the guy started crying, and now he's making that money.
He's
And
making that money.
and he lost a lot of times to come there.
I believe he lost his last fight also.
And look, you get beaten up really badly.
No, that I
Your
know.
wife is there at the ringside. Your kids are there. And it's
You're
just
still walking away with money, so the wife can be there being beaten. And you say,
And the nice- and the nice part is even if you lose,
You
you
win
get paid
something.
that $100 million.
It's about the match.
Like that's why Nate Diaz, he doesn't win a lot of fights, but it's the guy's spirit. It's just a fighter. That guy just wants to fight with anybody, whether you are in the heavyweights, whether he wants to fight with you.
Kinin Glovu says, Maria, it depends on the list as per the 2021 Forbes list. It's different people. Yeah, we corrected that, Kini. Roviera says MMA is top. Full out violence. Yeah, Ethel Konings' daughter says, high shines for a slag. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. For change. Yeah, for a slag. For change. High for change. That is what she means. So, guys, yeah. New week, new problems, new solutions, new challenges, new everything this week. And obviously the fish rod court case seems to be, obviously in the last few weeks, is what really captures the imagination and minds of all Namibians out there. I see here on the front page of the Namibian, fish rod accused asked for millions to pay lawyers. Hey, the costing is just escalating every day. Former Fisheries and Marine Resources Minister Bernard Eso, his son-in-law Temson Hatwikulupi, and one of their co-accused in the fish rod fishing quotas fraud and corruption case, Ricardo Gustava, are saying they urgently need millions of dollars to pay their lawyers. The three men are asking the High Court to give them access to some of the assets, which they say they need to pay their lawyers for work done over the past year and to cover the expected cost of their legal representation during their eventual trial in the Windhoek High Court. In documents filed at the court, Eso and Hatwikulupi say they need to jointly pay about 856,000 Namibian dollars.
What is the amount?
856,000 Namibian dollars.
Close to a mil.
No, not million.
I said close to a mil.
Yeah, close to a million, yeah. To the law firm Metcalf Beekers Attorneys, which is representing them for past work to avoid losing their legal representation. Yo!
I'm now even more perplexed. Do you know why? This guy's got arrested in 2019. It's 2011. It's 2021 now. They've had, I think, bail applications for every appearance. They've had the lawyer there for the joinder. I think their lawyer was also there. So for all these appearances, they had the Richard Metcalf coming on. Accumulatively, it's come up to close to a mil, 800, in excess of 800,000. And then you look at the 36, or is it 30 million that was paid by the UK, paid to the UK lawyers over a course period of 4 months. To give advice. Yeah, Sakesh Angala, please explain yourself.
Yeah. That was just to give legal advice.
Yeah.
$30 million were paid to UK lawyers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what my problem is, he wants the state to give him the fish rod money. Like, mag alsjeblieft my fish rod geld wat ik kan stelen het los.
Ja.
Van ik moet mijn lawyers betalen dat ik vrij kom.
Not necessarily. I don't think that's a fair assumption.
Yeah, but which money is it?
He was a minister before. You understand? This is what I'm trying to say, guys. I think with Esau, I think what they found is, and if I stand corrected, but a lot of what came out in court is that it seems a lot of the money for him was received in cash. Esau, specifically. Esau.
Yeah.
Most of the money the state is alleging he received in cash payments, not necessarily through bank transfers.
Yeah.
So, but obviously they're going to freeze all his accounts because there's also the tainted money, right?
Yeah.
But the point, because apparently that money is the one that he helped develop his farm and what. But the point is, he still has his government money that he was earning and all that, which is also frozen.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily, I don't believe it's a fair assumption to just say the fish rod money that he wants to pay his lawyer. He also has his own money that he earned legitimately as a politician that is also frozen. I understand why they can't decide which
Which is
because
which?
the
Yeah.
money is, like I said, it's
Because
like
for the
it's a
public-
rotten apple. It's not even the public, it's even for the ACC. It's a rotten apple. If you put it in, it's going to rot. So it's now difficult to say
Which money is which?
which is legitimate money and which is ill-begotten money. So I get the state what they're doing, but I'm saying the stance that he wants to pay with fish rod money is not necessary.
Everybody, like the public, is just like Tyre's fish rod geld.
Yeah, that's obviously the
Yeah, it's
The
like
stereotype
it's fish rod.
around
Yeah,
it,
it's like any money the guy can even get an e-wallet now for $50 as fish rod geld.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going on because the same public that when I'm reading, they don't even understand what a bail hearing is. They
Yeah,
want to try.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Is this the opinions I'm going to go off of?
yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, I think it should stay frozen. The question is just how do you defend yourself? But also, if you're going to go for an expensive lawyer, I don't think Richard Metcalf is by any stretch of the imagination cheap.
Yeah.
Of course not.
I think he's one of the more higher paid. So I just feel like if you're going to hire an expensive lawyer, then you must also be ready to know that there's going to be a hefty bill. And because also the whole thing is the state is saying if you lose this case, if you are found guilty, we're going to forfeit your assets. You know, they're going to forfeit over to the state. So you're still going to be in a situation of how do you pay your lawyers? So you, I think, would have to think as an accused person, if your family is going to help you or whoever your friends are going to help you, must have money outside of your bank accounts that you know you can pay
Yeah.
for your legal.
Yeah. Like, but how do these guys come up with these charges? The lawyers, how do they come up with this? Like 30 million. Like, how do they sit down and say, for this, we are going to charge you 30 million? That's a lot of money.
Mitch, I'm telling you, if you don't, like for instance, if you're not a Legal Shield member, like myself, if I have a little legal dispute today and I need to go and see a lawyer,
Yeah.
just to open a file at a law firm, is seker maklik so 2 of 3 blok. Go. We just need to open the file.
It's about 4,000, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's about, kyk, hoor daar, it's 4 blok. Just to open the file. So now the file is open. Okay, you need to go to court, you need to do this.
I need to send a letter of whatever, demand.
Daar moet 'n brief gestuur word en daar's nog 'n ander blok. So the cost of having a lawyer, and this is a high profile case.
Yeah.
And when they appear, every time they appear in your defense in court, when they appear with you, for you, it's weird. Just when they do research, those hours spent on your file, trying to get research, case studies, blah, blah, blah. It's just accumulative. It just goes.
That's a
and goes
lot
and
of
goes.
money, man.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Rovera says the legit money falls away as soon as there is dirty money.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
We just see money now.
Yeah.
Okay? Brigitte Leipert says it's fish rod geld, period. He painted the picture himself. Laat hy vorentoe gaan. Kinin Glovo says, but being a devil's advocate, what type of lawyers are the UK lawyers? As there are stipulated fees over and above the premiums thereto, depending on what is being negotiated for, commensurate with level of qualification and standing. He who does not know his value or self-worth will be underpaid or overpaid, depending on how you are informed. Would you not say there are formulas to all valuations, guys? Yeah, true. And there are lawyers out there that you know, if I go with this specific lawyer, this guy has a strong pedigree of at least 90% success rate that you can loscom.
Yeah, actually, just to clarify a little bit on this one is, I think where this one made it in the news is, I think initially the bill that they sent was less, and then Saki said bump it up, and when they had to justify those payments, they justified it as if they were working they were charging government for 24 hours, 7 days a week. And even as a functioning human being, there's absolutely no way that you are working on any case for 24/7. You understand? 24/7 is what they charge government over the course period of, let's say, 2 or 3 months. which doesn't add up. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. And phone calls, they would charge, for example, for making one phone call like the equivalent of like 5,000 Namibian dollars. So it was just, they were just bumping up their prices to come to the 30 million.
Yeah.
Which obviously even legal minds here in Namibia were looking at it and saying, there's just no way. There's just no way any of this is justifiable. But we had, I think at the time, Saki as AG, I believe it was, or if he was not at AG, he was already at Justice. But he's the one said, it's okay, pay it out. That late now.
Hoeveel zak? Man, die mannetjies.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was the issue. It's not about knowing your worth or whatever. It's inflated prices.
That voice clip it's doing that. Nepke saki shangalapke. Napke 30 million Namibian dollars. Yeah. Napke UK lawyers. UK lawyers. Hey, that damra was squad. Nee, yes, man. It's a voice clip that's making the rounds about all these cases of fraud all over the country for the last couple of years, and it's a funny clip. I forgot. I deleted that clip, but it's funny, and he talks about this 30 million Namibian dollars. Yeah. So what is happening in court today? Is it?
No, the case has been postponed. I think is it the 25th?
Okay,
of
so there are no
November?
bail applications ongoing today.
No. I think it's been postponed to the 25th of November for final arguments.
20.
Huh?
Yeah.
Didn't they say the 4th one?
For
Is it not next year, February or January or
We're
whatever?
talking about Ricardo Gustavo Mezcal.
Oh, Stavi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gustavo, I think it was postponed. I stand corrected, but I think it's the 25th of November.
Aha.
It's the 20-something of November, but I think it's the 25th of November for final arguments. So this in final arguments basically where the state will make the final argument and the defense will make the final argument before the judge will then say, okay, fine, I'm going to take this information, go sit with it and make my judgment on whether or not he will be granted bail. So yeah, that's still coming up, but it's coming
I
up
really wanted him
again
to get
this
bail.
week.
I really want it. And I think, is it the commissioner from the ACC testified as well? And it was like, Gustavo is not a viable bail candidate.
Yeah, all of those are the state's witnesses, so that's obviously what they're going to say.
Yeah, like there's nothing to tie him to Namibia. That's what they're saying, basically.
Except he's Namibian citizen.
Rovera says those UK lawyers must be checked. How do we know that was not another way of the accused to pocket more money?
That was the suggestions being, those were the suggestions being
Yeah.
Rover ander goede begin praat.
Nee, it's what it is.
Die goed wat hy praat is die goed wat die mense sê. Jurgen says, eto no waar kry Mitch sê stats vakwetu. So like Coffee's weather report, we must take Mitch's word with a pinch of salt.
Ja. Joe Stats nee.
Waar is dit? Ek het dan eens die een stat gegee nie, bra.
Ek ken nie. Die man kyk seker over the couple of weeks. Yeah, you come here with Tamara nama lokasi se stats so. Usugi la story nie. Yeah, we will obviously be following this. If there's any, there are different platforms that obviously when these bail hearings are basically tabled on the platforms, you guys can follow that, and obviously we will comment as it goes.
You know what I wanted to say is like the way I think this ACC detective that was the investigating officer that was on again, he was being slanted for his English because we measure intelligence by the accent.
Yeah.
And I just thought to myself, if this is the measure of intelligence, right? If this is what people are going to use to say, oh, you're Islam or this, that, you guys are not ready for Saki Shangala.
Ja, jealousy gereed nie.
You guys are not ready for Saki Shangala because, and I'm not saying Saki Shangala is not smart. Okay, he's actually one of those people that speaks fluent English and Oshivambo. He's actually also very fluent in Oshivambo. Yeah. But also equally intelligent. Nobody can dispute that. Actually, there we go. Highly intelligent.
Is it Portuguese or is it Portuguese or what? He speaks that too, the Angolan language.
Oh, he speaks Portuguese also.
No, but just broken, not.
Okay.
He's
Nee, Maria Salkin.
Saki's a person that learns languages very easily because he's eager to learn and he's intelligent, so he doesn't speak it, but he knows how to have.
Yeah, he was
But he's
speaking
fluent
it in
in-
court.
In which court?
There at the court, he was speaking to some of his family members. He was speaking.
Aha.
What family members speak Portuguese?
Yeah, I don't know, but he was speaking to the family members there.
All right.
Hey,
Ne?
don't start things.
Anyway, I think what I wanted to say is, yes, of course he's intelligent. Nobody can dispute. Highly intelligent, right? But I'm just thinking, this nation, the way so maklik.
For Gustavo.
You know, they went to Bomuga or Engels, Iri Namibians. I'm just saying, if trial starts, Zach is going to be there with his verbosity.
My lord.
We're going to have some women wet in their knickers because they're listening to the verbosity.
The rah-rah.
The rah-rah.
The rah-rah. Yeah. We're looking forward to that.
But the Rara can take you places, man.
It's some entertainment for all of us with overdrafts at Bank Vanduku who can't pay off. Yeah, we'll just sit there and just watch that. Guys, if there's a story that just got to me this past weekend, I remember coming from an event on Friday evening. I was listening to the radio, and there was a live update on Cosmos Cops as I was listening about a 1-year-old twin boys who were, left in the street by their parents. And Francois was basically reporting on this, and you could hear the emotions in his voice. And for me to see this in a newspaper today,
Why don't you rather say on our platform? We had it on our platform this weekend.
I didn't even check.
Consume your
Yeah,
news, my guy.
yeah. No, I didn't check. I didn't check. But paramedics arrived on the scene, established that the toddlers were showing signs of malnutrition and dehydration and were exposed to the cold of the late night. Twin boys were discovered on the Havana Informal Settlement gravel road on Friday while their parents partied the night away. The 1-year-old boys were said to be in a terrible state when discovered by the city police. Cold, hungry, and scared. According to city police's Fabian Amukwelele, the incident... You also there. The incident happened around 11 o'clock on Friday when neighbors discovered the toddlers and informed the police after taking them out of harm's way. Yeah, I'm telling you, alcohol abuse in our country, and to see something like this it's really just heartbreaking.
I think there was an element of that story when we wrote it. I remember when I was editing it, and there was that element towards the end where the police then says, so these kids were reported on Friday. So passerbyers or people in the community saw these kids neglected by the side of the road, barely dressed in warm clothes, even though it was a chilly night. Called the city police who are on patrol, come there, immediate rescue comes, checks the boys. Whatever, the boys are now currently at the Katutura State Hospital in the care of social workers. But the element that really got to me is, this is by Sunday, the parents of these kids had still not come forward to claim them. So it's a thing of, are they still partying? Do they even know that their kids were taken into the care? Do they even care? Is it just like, two less problems? And I saw some of the comments saying, you guys don't understand poverty. I know a lot of, I hate when people use poverty to almost paint this picture that people don't have autonomy anymore. You know what I mean? I know a lot of poor people that are good parents.
Yeah.
Being poor doesn't make you a good parent, and being poor doesn't make you a bad parent.
Yeah.
Let's
or being rich doesn't make you a good parent.
Either. I know rich people that also neglect their children. So the economic status of a parent is not what determines whether they're good parents
Yeah.
or bad parents. So firstly, stop using poverty to excuse why people are bad parents, right? Because you're actually offending other poor good parents,
Yeah.
all right, that really do remarkable job, that try their best every morning to give the kids the best they can, which is sometimes not a lot, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's the most they can do, right? So let's cut that out of the way. These are people that absolutely have no regard for their kids. These are people that should not be parents, and I've said that some people should not be parents, whether rich or poor. Some people have no business being parents, right? And these parents of these twin boys are a perfect example of why some people should not have kids. Absolutely not. You cannot leave kids on the side of the road to go drink. I don't care if you have... I've seen alcoholics, and alcoholism is a problem, right? I've seen alcoholics at a shabin with their child tied at the back of them, you know? Would I like it? No, but at least that's a parent that's keeping their child close to them while they go drinking. When the minute you dump them on the side of the road in the dark, where they can be run over by vehicles, where they can be kidnapped, where they can be killed, we've seen things happening to kids. I don't care for you after that. Right?
No, I don't.
I've seen it a lot. It's like basically two parents. The ene said the other ene like, ek gaan vandag eet. The other one is like, ja, jy sal eet gaan nie van ek gaan ook. And it's like, ja, daar sal ons die kinders hier so los. And then they just leave them. Like I've seen it twice. Like it happened. And
Yeah, it
then
happens in
they
our
just
community.
leave the kids there. So they just leave the kids there. And like, yeah, if you don't want to look after your kids, I'm not also gonna look after the kid. Then the mom brings the kid to a shipin and just go drop it on the father.
Yeah.
And then the father just stands up and walks. And they both
And then the
leave
kids. I've seen this now that you're talking about it. I've seen that numerous times. But what really,
How do you even start?
you know, so I'm driving. I'm driving home with my daughter 11 o'clock at night. My wife sits next to me. My daughter is in the car, and this report comes over the radio. And our friend of the city police, Fabian Amukwelele, makes a statement while this guy says while we're driving, so they are interviewing him. Fabian says live on air while my daughter is listening, and my wife was like, Mevrouw's like, it's a what praat hierdie man? Fabian says live on air, yeah, and women in this country must understand, you cannot open your legs unless you are sure that you can take responsibility of your children.
Didn't it force a woman's legs open?
Don't open your legs. And my wife, Mevrouw, sits in the car like, Itzy, what kind of police officer is this? What the? Itzy,
A rape accused.
and my daughter sits in the car, and my daughter just started. Because you know what? The bad choice of words to be using live on air. Wow. That was just
The
not.
fact that it's even given a mic.
Maar was right.
Are you angry with him?
No,
Are
because
you
it's
angry with
because it's a rape accused. Why? For me, it's like what you're accused. By the way, he's accused of raping a colleague that fell pregnant.
Was his
Oops.
kid?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said? He's
yeah.
accused of raping a colleague that fell pregnant. So obviously,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the same
Yeah.
thing. All
Yeah.
right. And she had to, obviously had to have an abortion because it's rape.
Yeah.
It's unwanted, it's not planned. So for somebody in an instance for just the charges, and I know he's not prosecuted, I know it's an ongoing case, but I'm just saying, just watch what you say. Jeez. I mean, all things considered.
I was very taken
we
aback.
didn't suddenly, and even if he wasn't accused of raping, it would still be a poor use of words.
Oh,
You know?
very much poor use of words on Friday night. Yeah. I just thought, my brother. Oh, but anyway.
It's the mentality, man.
Yeah, it's just and I see over the weekend also. It's obviously also a story that we ran about the Windhoek International principal Margaret Rife was recently admitted to Lady Pohamba Private Hospital after being seriously injured when she was assaulted by 4 men in Pioneers Park and robbed of her vehicle and other belongings. Raif went for a walk with her dogs early in the morning when the men attacked her on her way back to her vehicle on the corner of Lanaberg and Mostert Street.
Waar is die? Waar is die?
It's Pioneers Park.
Yeah, but do you know an area?
When I saw the picture, it's one of these inside roads in Pioneers Park. I sort of recognized the road. But yeah, it's definitely in Pioneers Park. According to Sean O'Dear, Sheriff Sean O'Dear of Namibia Marshal Rangers took Raif to hospital. She was punched in the face so badly that she had to get stitches. The men robbed her of her personal belongings and forced her to give them the PIN to her bank card. Then they drove away with her white Suzuki Jimny, and they also give the registration number here. At least it's a relief that she's still alive. We sincerely hope that these vermin of society will be apprehended.
By our sheriff.
Yeah, I hope.
Sheriff that tried to marry a 15-year-old.
Hey. Maria. Maria is besig vandag. Maria is besig.
You
Maria
guys are
is
just
besig.
mentioning names of people where
It's
I'm
Ali.
like,
It's
you're
our sheriff.
questionable characters.
Yeah.
It's our sheriff.
Yeah.
As I believe.
The
He
guy
married a
is
15-year-old.
catching snakes.
If that guy decides not to catch snakes,
We'll be
what
in
will
trouble.
happen to us as a nation?
Yeah.
As jy al ooit geroep
Ja.
kan? Never. Were you ever robbed before?
Yeah. As a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a child, I was robbed.
As an adult?
No.
I was robbed as an adult.
Nee.
That was my first ever dopest experience ever. I loved it.
I was assaulted. Guys wanted to be violent on this specific evening. I remember, I think I was probably about 17, 18. That was the last time it happened, but not as an adult, as a man. That has not happened to me yet. And I hope, touch wood, something like that, because the trauma that somebody can go through, if you're exposed to violence of this nature is no joke.
For me, I was like, I always like there's like certain situations that I always wanted to be in life. Like those were like, that was one of that. Like I wanted to get to experience getting.
You
robbed.
wanted to experience
like,
for what?
I don't know.
What?
It was just something in my head. And I was
Damara ignorance is that.
I got robbed
Seriously.
while I was with my girlfriend.
But when you throw those stereotypical terms like such a damara thing to say, but and like a quad, that is a tribalist. But really, what a
You want this thing to happen to you.
Yeah,
people die from this.
There are like certain things.
do you know about people die and get raped from
Yeah,
this?
people do, but for me it was like, ik wil afgevangen.
Please explain this bull you are busy telling us. Ek
So,
luister. Ek luister baie aandagtig.
It's this thing.
So before this thing happened, you wanted to be
Yeah, because
assaulted, attacked.
not assaulted, but like just the experience of getting robbed.
Nee?
Of, like iemand vat your phone.
For what reason would you
I
want?
don't know. It's like when my friends were always telling me, like, I got robbed. I was like, ah. Yeah, like I had this thing, even like when I die or whatsoever.
You know what
I
we're
want
giving
to
you.
be in the
You are
newspaper.
explaining something very important now.
Mitch, give me your hand quickly. Give me your hand. There's therapy for this thing. Really, there's therapy.
No, it's just something that I wanted to experience.
Ne?
I even told my mom, like, I was like 10 years old, I think, and I was like, when I die or what, I'll be in the newspaper one day.
As
Whether
it-
it's my death or whether it's me winning something, but I'll be in the newspaper. I'll be on TV one day. That was just me.
So far, so good, ne?
So far, so good.
Dankie.
The nice part was I was robbed while I was with my girlfriend. That was the best part because
Nice part.
I didn't know how to react to that because I didn't know if I should help her.
Tot toe hardloop jy weg.
No, you know, she chose violence. And the guy smacked her.
Oh.
Yeah, because she didn't want to give the stuff. For me, it was like, oh, come I'll make card aid. So I'm having this experience
She
of my life,
refused to-
And she didn't want to give the phone. And she had two phones. And the guys took one phone and the other phone was here. So I told the guy she has another phone. I was young, but it was a stupid thing, but I experienced it at least, so it was nice.
It was nice.
They smacked her. They smacked my girlfriend.
What was nice about that?
Look, she was just supposed to give the phone.
Okay, yeah.
But then
Yeah,
she chose violence.
It was her, yeah.
But you know that people, I was robbed, and I mean, I always thought I'd be the type that gives them what they want, but when
it happens.
When it happens,
different.
you
Yeah.
can't explain how you respond.
Yeah.
Some people fight, some people flight, right? It's a fight or flight.
Yeah.
So you can't say like what she should have done. It's a lot of it is out of her control in that moment. When you're confronted, how you respond. A lot of times it's not within your control. It's your, what do you call it? Your adrenaline.
Yeah, yeah.
Your adrenaline responds to it. So I think you're a really crappy boyfriend to say, well, it was nice. She got slapped, but it was also, she should have given over the phone.
Look.
You honestly want to go further down that rabbit hole by trying to explain yourself. Yeah, Dion Shimsizo says you need to go see a psychologist. Yeah.
Dion is also like me. He's very concerned.
Yeah. Ro, I was thinking the same. Because as far as I know, he is single and only has his daughter in his life.
The 15-year-old was his daughter.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Mary.
Good Glover Mitch, come and we will throw you in Yeovil or Hillbrow. At best, maybe you can encounter... Oh, Maleven. Yeah. You can go and encounter Maleven. You know Maleven? You've ever heard of Maleven?
Yeah, I've heard of Maleven, yeah.
What a fetish wish, Mitch. Yo. No. But anyway, we hopefully tomorrow morning we will have Police Commissioner Ismail Basson in studio. There's a widespreading crime spree. I wouldn't say ever since the regulations were relaxed in terms of COVID. But I've seen so many videos, and I don't know if you guys have seen. I've seen so many CCTV videos of people exposed to violence, and it would be good to speak to the police commissioner to give us, obviously also some tips as to how we can safeguard ourselves and safeguard our properties in a time where it's festive as Omidrai. So some of us will be going on holiday, and you will be leaving your properties or your houses by itself. Yeah. So we sincerely hope that a police commissioner can be in studio tomorrow morning, so that we can obviously ask him a few questions in that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Any more comments that I did not read?
Let me see. Okay, the one of Dion you read. Okay, are you not referring to it? Okay, that's also read. Estomi says, Mitch, as soon as you mention I have another phone, I'll tell the thieves, wait, let me deal with the mens, and after you can rob me. Huh? What?
Okay, that's like real Viking English you are writing there. Okay. There's another story here in one of our dailies. I think the German genocide remuneration is ongoing, or discussions around that. I see here there's a story here. Buy back the land, genocide descendants tell Germany. Sima Leipert, activist and descendant of the Nama and of a Herero genocide, told a press conference in Berlin last week that affected communities do not want Germany's generosity, but want what is owed to them. This is what she's saying. According to her, Germany can start with buying back the land that its colonial forces took from now displaced people, and which now belongs to descendants of German settlers, while Nama and Ovaherero people are squeezed into reserves. Since the German Reich settled its citizens on our land, we might as well settle Nama and Ovaherero people on German and land here in Germany. Yeah. Because at that time, it was fine to do it then. If Germany doesn't want to buy our land and return it to us, they can set up a great Namakwa land and Ovaherero land in Germany and settle our people, Leipert said. You know what? It's one thing to, I guess, to take a stand and to speak on an international platform as to what you think is important for you and your people. But we must not become obtuse. We can't be asking for a Namakwa land and a Herero land to be established in Germany. It does not make any sense. I think.
But why not?
Go to Germany.
Yeah.
Why not?
No. What must we go and do? Have a Herero land in Germany for what? This is our home country.
We must have a location.
They're asking for the land here in Namibia to be returned.
You know what? And it's a bit very ambiguous how she puts it. But you know what? This part of the article, which says that since German Reich settled its citizens on our land, we might as well settle Nama and Ovaherero people on German land.
Is that not just tongue-in-cheek? Doesn't mean literally?
Do you really want to go tongue-in-cheek on an international platform?
Yeah, well, sometimes I think so.
Seriously. But we sincerely, this is an ongoing case. I remember when Kwaima Rirwako, the late Herero leader, started off this campaign years ago in the early 90s, we thought it was just a joke. And we made fun of the Herero leader. But it's a genuine concern and a genuine campaign that Germany needs to pay up in some way or the other.
Now, Neville, who is going to get that money? And how are we going to get paid? How are we going to get paid that money?
It's still a standoff, I think, between the Ovaherero and the Nama communities and government as to what needs to happen and how it needs to happen. So you have certain factions of Ovaherero that says, listen, government cannot speak on behalf of us.
Yeah.
Government says, this is a Namibian issue. It's not a Herero issue.
Yeah.
It's a national issue. So the conversations.
So
we are not agreeing at the moment so much.
Germany will pay money into the SWAPO account then.
Yeah,
and
there you
SWAPO
go
will
again.
disperse the money.
Yeah. Okay. There was no money that was deposited into a SWAPO account. We shall not deal with such nonsense.
I'm just thinking, how will I, as a Nama Vambu, benefit from that money? Will I get money in my account, or will they just build schools in Karas?
Wouldn't you rather that the money benefit your community?
Let's say my mom was the one that died at Shark Island.
Wouldn't
I would
it be
really
your
want.
mom?
I would really want money.
But it wouldn't be your mom.
I'm just saying.
But it wouldn't.
I
be
would
your
really
mom.
want money in my bank account.
Yeah,
if
but
it was that way.
but I'm saying it wouldn't be your mother, right?
Mhm.
Because so much time has passed. So it's generations later. I'm saying, now years later, yes, it has affected your community as a Nama speaking person, or it has affected your community as a Herero speaking person. I understand that there's a lot of people. I mean, we can joke around, but there's a lot of people that saying, and I'm putting aside the fact that you don't trust government. Aside, I'm putting that aside. There's a lot of people that want the money directly into their accounts, right? And that's all good and well. I just think, unfortunately, with that is money that comes easy goes
Easy.
Yeah. People that earn, for example, that erf.
Yeah, inheritance.
Yeah.
Oh, I know a lot of them.
I know people that inherited so much from their parents that are standing on zero balance today.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, wouldn't you want ultimately, with a functioning or trustworthy government, wouldn't you prefer that the money goes towards developing the areas in which those communities are predominantly placed.
Yeah, with a trusting government. Yeah.
Yeah, Estomi says it's like having Chinatown. Let the people move. We
move, bruh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
us
move.
move.
Who? We
We
move.
move.
Hilma Diliputate says his police arrest himself. Yeah, the English is on top today. Estomish says police get arrested after the show. That person cop shouldn't come. Hey, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. Slow Monday today.
I was asking Neville before we started the live, like if he, like in this probably like just 10 years, if he ever bought himself anything like a T-shirt or jean, like him going into the shop.
No, I don't. I don't. It's Mevrouw does my shopping. I just don't like malls. I don't like to go into clothing stores.
I wouldn't mind being that person.
Ne?
Being a person that buys for my man.
Yes.
I would love it.
Yeah.
I like to become his personal shopper.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. Like, my man prefers to go buy his own stuff. But
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't.
You're
I
just
wouldn't
throwing it
mind.
out there.
No, I wouldn't mind. Fat eats for fat twee for me. Fat eats for
What?
fat twee. Niet I pak en pak goed in, maar.
Nee, pak en pak goed
Niet
in.
pak en pak goed, but you know what? I mean, I don't
Do
mind
you
it.
guys out there, do you shop for your men in your lives?
With his
Yeah. Do you
What-
shop for your partner?
Yeah, do you shop for your partner with his card? Or does he do the shopping himself?
Hoe moet dat altijd met zijn kaart wees? Why?
Nee.
Why can't the woman just go out and buy from their own purse, bro? Like just take out, swipe,
Nee.
that jean, that techie.
Nee. Yeah, no, mevrouw does it. She goes and she takes her own money. Okay, her own money.
Oh.
Okay, her own money that I give her.
Kijk van Marion.
No, you know what I was. No. You know what I was thinking about? It's just sometimes I was thinking about how things naturally exist and how. And you know, I'm a feminist, unapologetically so. But I was thinking about how things consequently are and how perhaps we're trying to change some things, but perhaps if it's for the better. I was watching again this In Pursuit of Happiness. It was playing on BET and over the weekend. And
The Will Smith movie.
the Will
Yeah.
Smith movie that's based on a true story about the investor that eventually makes it. But there's a section, I think, for the first 4 months when he couldn't get a job and he was struggling to pay this, to sell off this medical
machine.
machines, right? His baby mama, his partner at the time, she was working 2 shifts, you know, trying to bring in money at home for those 4 months that he wasn't selling anything, to sustain the family, to make sure the rent is paid, but they were falling behind on payments and blah, 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 blah. But you could kind of see her attitude towards him was like talking down at him and you ain't shit and aren't you the man supposed to provide? And, you know, it was just like, just the language, right? And I thought it's like, that's a lot of times the attitude you will see from us women, especially when you are a breadwinner, when you have to support your partner financially. You understand? Not to say like women will leave, but they'll self water for your gooi.
Yeah,
You know, even if sometimes they don't vocalize it, they'll certainly think it, or they'll go tell their girlfriends about it. Yeah, he's always just sitting around doing nothing. He doesn't bring in whatever. But, and then I started thinking further than that. I was like, but why? Why is it when we do carry like the financial burden, why do we get like that? Why do we become so emboldened to speak like that, to act like that?
Kyk Maria, and as
Undermine.
you rightfully say, you are a feminist unapologetically.
Yeah.
And this is where my sort of my patriarchy kicks in. And it's something that I tell my sons.
Yeah.
I keep on telling my sons, you will never let a woman take care of you.
Yeah.
The only woman that will take care of you is your mother. If you don't make it out there, you come home to your mother.
Yeah.
You don't allow a woman, you don't stay in a woman's house. You don't let a woman feed you, clean you, dress
Clothe
you,
you.
clothe you. What Jay Sal did were.
They
Where's
will
that coming
open
from?
a $5,000
Where's that coming
docket. Die files sal oopgemaak word.
I have no idea. Maria, I've had so many situations,
Like this
cases,
one I'm talking about.
what you're talking about, where women just, over a course period of time starts talking down on a guy who does not provide. You know what? If you're a piece of shit, actually a dumb man is, and you know what? You lost your job and you have no ambition and you don't want to do nothing, then you deserve to be talked down on.
Yeah.
But there are genuine men out there who probably earn less than their women, than their wives or
But
their
we still
girls.
give everything.
But she talks down on him. She treats him like crap. And it's stuff like that it
But that's-
really
that
gets
is
to me.
this- Like you're saying, I think it's the patriarchy because we also groomed, as much as men are groomed, like you're grooming your son to be the breadwinner and the provider. On the flip side is girls are also groomed, even if you're getting educated or whatever, to expect the man
A man
to be,
must take care of
to
you.
be the provider, right? Even if you're bringing bacon home, as they say,
Yeah.
he must bring in more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Neville, this is just my advice for our viewers. If you're a man and you don't have a job, don't date the girls from Block F in Rehoboth.
Why?
You're gonna learn.
You're gonna learn.
Yeah. But look at this way. You can even earn a lot than the girl. The fact that you don't stand up and go to work every day like she does. Like the public already sees that. I was dating a girl during the Corona time. I was still making money. And she would go out there and tell people that, ek betaal die huis, ek betaal die rent.
So she's lying to
And she
people.
would lie, but then the people would believe it because Mitch het nie 'n vaste werk nie.
Aha.
But I'm making hell of a lot of money than her. So we went to the point that I had to say, "Where's your payslip? Kom ek wys die mense my bankstat."
Maybe you're making more, but it wasn't translating because you weren't doing shit around the house.
You see, that's what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm
You
just
see,
saying.
that's what
I
I'm
don't
trying
know.
to say.
No, wait. I'm saying what I'm saying is.
That's what I'm trying to
get
say.
to you is, I don't know your scenario, right? But I don't know many women. I don't think women are bothered about you getting up and going to work every day, right? Women are more bothered about whether you're bringing enough home, right, to sustain us, right? So even if she leaves you in bed, but she knows when she comes back home, electricity is paid for, water is paid for, the yskas is full. She's not going to say, "Werk jy ook aan nie?" Because she can see mos. Okay, the geld kom in.
Yeah, but the
geld kom
problem
in.
is what you tell other people. You will be with me
But-
like this, you're cool, but then when you go out there, you get drunk, you get a little bit tipsy, you start telling people
But sê
nonsense.
wat ek sê seker
Now I
jou
have to
geld
explain.
bly in die rekening. Seker jou geld bly in jou rekening.
No, the
Dis
money
wat
was
Darren sê.
spent, yo. The money was spent. We were chopping. But the problem is just that, like, now you have to come to a point where you're starting to compete with the person you're dating.
No,
now
no, that is
now
not
that's not even a relationship anymore because now it's like it's a competition.
Yeah.
I have to keep receipts of everything I'm doing now.
Nah.
Because she went to go tell her mom this, she went to go tell her friend this. So now I have to keep receipts.
But where was it
every
coming
time.
from?
Where was
Where was it coming from?
the money?
No, her assumption that
I've,
you don't-
I've,
that-
I've,
this is-
I've been, I'll have to say,
Yeah.
Tuva, I have been in a relationship like that.
Yeah.
Where somebody lies on me years ago. Where you know what? There's nothing that you actually show that you are the breadwinner in this house. I'm the breadwinner, but you know what? You
I pay
keep
for
on.
dates, I do this, I do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but you know what? The narrative that you put out there is that you're doing everything, and you know what? For what do we need to go and compete out there? For what? Huh?
No, I had to go
That's,
out of that.
I think that's just I'm not saying you guys are. I'm just saying it's not a scenario that even
Only
within my
women,
immediate circle of friends that
children,
I'm aware of.
and dogs are loved unconditionally.
Yeah. It's Chris.
Women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something.
That's true.
Okay? I've never heard a woman in my life say, you know, after he got laid off, we got so much closer. No. I once heard my grandmother say, a broke man is like a broke hand. Can't do nothing with it. What kind of gangster shit is that? That's right. Women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something. That's right. Fellas, when you meet a new girl, what do your friends ask you? What she look like? Ladies, when you meet a new guy, what do your friends ask you? What does he do? What the fuck does that nigga do that can help you out? Can this motherfucker facilitate a dream or not? Even right now, Michelle Obama is looking at Barack going, what's your plans, nigga?
Chris is just on that. It's cool.
How's that book turning out? I need to see some pages.
Yeah, no. point
There
well
you
made.
go.
No, it's a fact.
There you go.
It is right. Like, even a woman can be paid or get paid because she says she supported this man, prayed for him.
Your voice
whatever.
is
My
gone
voice-
today.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
A
So-
woman can get paid for what?
No, like if you divorce her, she can just say she supported you through what, she prayed for you, and then she'll get a lot of money from you.
All right, I don't know what you're talking about.
As well, come on, I prayed for him.
Like, let's stick to the
All of
topic
those were
and-
my ideas.
Estomich says, if they lie about your status, they must chip.
Yeah.
I love shopping, but I will never shop for a conservative man. Buying those men pants can come over the tummy. Some men, hey. Nana Stein says, Neville, I like what you are saying. My exact words to my sons, because I only have sons. Shalako says, feminism will only matter once women will be okay with dating men like me that are shorter than them. Yeah, it's you know what, everybody out there, I guess we all have different opinions on this specific matter.
I think the ultimately what it is like, we can't, like I've always said, like either we completely do away with patriarchy, you know, because it's a system, or maintain it, but we can't choose the parts of patriarchy that we want to maintain
That
and
nitpicking.
uphold, and the ones we don't want to. So, for example, I've seen people that are saying, oh, well, for example, men, right, that say, okay, we go 50-50 on the bill. This is a feminist, right? Okay, cool, yeah. So we go 50-50 on the bills.
I want to hear this one.
And you go 50, okay, ek betaal die krag, jy betaal die water, ek betaal die groceries, jy betaal die car fuel, or whatever, right? But when it comes down to, so you're out at work 9 to 5, I've got my 9 to 5, right? But when we get at home, right, you still expect me to do the cooking, the cleaning, you know, taking care of the kids, putting them to bed, you understand? So at the end of the day, for a lot of women, that's when it becomes a thing of, we're going 50-50 on the bills, but we're not going 50-50 on the house chores. All right. So at the end of the day, it weighs. I feel it's weighing heavier on me. So if we are going to go with the scenario, because okay, what, women are independent, let's go 50-50. By all means, then also the house chores you should go 50-50. But you cannot have your bread buttered on both sides to say, let's go 50-50 on the bills, maar huiswerk is 'n vrou se werk.
Ja, nou wat is jou probleem
Yeah.
daarmee?
I would rather have a scenario like, say, at least Neville's honest about that scenario. I think that's a fair scenario where you say, all right, you're going to be a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home wife. Your duties are not that you're on your knees mopping and cleaning the floors. You're still going to have house help, but you don't have an income. I will be the provider. But obviously, I'm sure when Neville gets home, he expects to have a hot plate of food.
Yeah.
You understand? He's not going to do the cooking and the cleaning necessarily. That for me is a more honest setup scenario than let's go 50-50, but house chores, Jesse Fro, 100%. And I've seen that in so many households where they are sharing the bills, but they're not sharing the chores.
Yeah, but I would honestly, I'll tell you this. If I buy you a washing machine and I bring a house help, you ain't getting nothing from me.
Domestic.
I'm not gonna give you anything. You're gonna use your money.
Do the clothes wash themselves?
Yeah, the machine does it.
No, but somebody puts them in the machine.
Yeah,
right?
I can throw them in.
And then put them and hangs them.
Now that's what I'm saying. So if it's somebody else doing all that stuff,
Yeah, just
and you are a stay-at-home mom,
Yeah.
come on, why would I give you
Come
money?
on.
Ukom Kama. What do you have
Hey.
against housewives?
Look,
This is the first time he's taking
Look.
Kama.
home wives.
it's a dangerous job.
Yeah, it is a dangerous job.
Yeah.
But this is the second time you're saying it's dangerous.
Yeah,
Watching kids,
I
watching
am.
kids is dangerous. What do you mean? But why do you take digs at housewives? I don't
He's taking
understand.
digs. He's taking digs at housewives. When
Why should I give you money when I have a domestic worker doing all cooking for me, washing my clothes, but you are at home? Why should I give you money?
Semi-ho, Mitch. Honestly speaking.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Honestly,
And,
no
and
deal.
please, Muni, it's not for the show or whatever, because here we talk, kyk, ons praat eerlik en reg.
Yeah.
Do you feel that a woman who stays at home, who's a housewife, do you feel, what value do you see in a woman, a stay-at-home mother? Honestly speaking.
Honestly, a lot, but for me,
okay.
I don't want her to make it look like it's a job. It's not a job. You're supposed to, if you're gonna stay at home, you're supposed to look after your kids. It's not a job to look after your kids. It's not an achievement. Come on, I'm taking care of my kids. I'm taking care of the kids. I'm cooking for you. It's not an achievement. It's not a job.
Okay, kom ek sê net vir jou so. My wife has been home for the last 8-9 years because we decided that she needs to be a stay-at-home mother.
Yeah.
Okay. So she would wake up every morning, maak die kinders se brood, see that the table is set for us to have breakfast, and then we eat, she cleans, and by 8 o'clock,
Lydia arrives.
and Meme Lydia arrives, and they start working together. Okay, Meme Lydia is cleaning the house, Mevrouw is doing the washing or whatever, but she actively works in the house.
Yeah.
Okay, and when I come home, okay, she has a lot to tell me what she has done for the day. Okay, because she's not Lady Leisure, just lying there in the room and watching soapies the whole day. She works.
So now we agree.
Okay, we agree, but it sounds like you are watering down the significance of what a stay-home mother is doing.
She's not watering it down.
Let-
I'm
let-
not watering
let-
it. We're talking about two different scenarios,
let me
Neville.
use- let me use your
I'm talking
scenario.
about a woman that does nothing.
Okay, let me use your
Okay.
scenario.
Okay.
Right? Because I have attempted.
just praise
I've attempted this thing of being a stay-at-home mom. I've attempted. I left my work to be a stay-at-home mom, and I had house help, so I didn't really have to do much of the cleaning and whatever. And let me tell you something, right? I will still rather choose to come to the office
Hello.
Yeah.
and do a 9 to 5 where I earn an income than stay at home even with the help. So Mitch, this is what I'm trying to tell you. If it was so easy, you think he's net better and you do nuxie. Why do you think more men are not doing it?
Moment.
It will drive you crazy, bruh. Do you know what it means to stay at home? Do you know what it means to stay at home at klinkkennis die hele dag? Mommy. You might have help around the house, right?
Yeah.
But kids are obviously attention driven, and when there's a parent, they the under. It will drive so many people crazy. I promise you, so many women and even men that have tried it say, you know what?
I've tried it.
Where
I
can
loved every bit of it.
When can I start the job? When can I start the job? Because it is sometimes easier to come and rather deal with your boss who is an adult. You know, it's rather easier to deal with adult stuff than to deal with children. Children are a full-time job. So what you're not going to do, right? Even with house help, what you're not going to do is minimize the role of mothers as stay-at-home moms.
I'm not
Because
minimizing
it is
the
a hell
role.
of a job. No,
It's not a job.
An achievement, whatever. If it was so easy,
It's
more
a
people
job,
will
Mitch.
be doing it.
It's a
full-time
job. It's a full-time
It's a
job.
full-time job. In fact, that one doesn't even give you a rest break. At work, you still have your lunch hour.
Yeah.
Being a mother stay at home, you don't get any breaks.
It's a
But
job,
you understand, we're
Mitch.
talking about two different
No, we're
scenarios.
talking
Okay, wag. Ek wil
Look at this.
Wag.
When
Tuba, please.
2016.
I want to hear these two
2011,
scenarios.
My kid, the Mitch came into this world.
Uh.
I left my school and I was with him for 2 years. I did it distance. I was with him every day at home. You see, so look
Your
at
boy.
it. I didn't go out there and say, I didn't tell my baby mama, yo, I'm taking care of the kid. I'm with the kid and you're at work. You're supposed to pay me for that. I didn't take it as a job. I took it as a responsibility because I'm an adult.
Okay.
It's a responsibility for me. So if I was there not doing anything, as again, nou die huis kon gemaak het as die vrouwmens teruggekom het of wat, nee. Why should I make it look like a job? So I'm saying, if we have a house help, and you are just there visiting your friends the whole day, why should I give you money for that? You're not a stay-at-home mom. You're a stay-at-home cousin.
Vedi Kayere says, I would never let anyone I care about marry Mitch.
Same here.
It's a no for me.
Yep, absolutely.
Natalie Nadi Orange says, ken Mitch wat hy van praat hoeka? Natalie sit daar aan die kant, né? Natalie is asking, weet jy waarvan praat jy? Né?
Estomi says, when the kids are small, going to the bathroom or taking a shower becomes a luxury. You sit on the toilet, you hear, Mommy, no time for crapping, Mitch Khan. Tageni says, Seo Meria, stay at home. Stay at home. You don't even get annual leave. So var. Hilma says she will be like, I love him so much. She's responding to, I'll never let somebody. Ek wonder wie is Mitch se girl.
Kom ek sê vir jou, nee. Let me do a little post-mortem on your life.
Okay.
Nee?
Yeah.
I can be right or wrong.
Yeah.
Die cherries wat jy gedate het up until now was net kak.
Yeah.
Dit is hoe dit vir my klink.
Really
Seriously,
also,
you
I
had
don't
some
know
shitty
about
girlfriends.
your serious talk.
They
I'll
have
be
been
honest with you.
They gave you, these girlfriends you were dating gave you a skewed image of what a dedicated, mother-loving, nurturing
partnership
woman and partnership is all
Absolutely.
about. You need to reevaluate your bitches
It helps,
in your life.
It's psychology.
Yeah.
No, never.
Nee,
You're right, man. You honestly, that's the picture I have.
That's it.
And I was only in 2 relationships. And
Net
that's the
toe.
picture I have, like, net 2.
Yeah, no.
And I'm
Nee.
like, yo,
traumatized.
Kietmans, no, I'm
Die
not.
vrouwmense met wie jy was tot nou, nee. Nee?
See, I should choose
Or
better.
it's you also.
No, it's never me.
It's never you.
Never me.
Let me read Abisai's comment, and it's so true. Abisai says, we can work from home, but I have 2 female colleagues who prefer to come to the office for half day because being home with the family drives them insane. Mitch, come exeyo. You know me, I maintain till today, and I'm all about get your hustle, whatever. I maintain till today, it is the hardest job
It's the hardest job.
to raise kids.
I
full-time.
said it. It's a
It
dangerous
is the
job.
hardest job.
Yeah, but
And
you're
don't take
being
away from
sarcastic
its,
about it.
Don't
Yeah.
take away from its importance. Don't take away from the value, because
Yeah.
the value it instills in the children. It's so
Yeah.
important to have a parent
What
present.
Yeah.
what did your mother do?
My mom.
What is your
My
mother?
mom is a street vendor
Is she street
till
vendor?
today, and she would stand up 3 o'clock at night, make
In the
like these
morning.
breads and go sell it at Shiviti, PPS. What she
She's a
does it
hustler.
till today. And my dad was making enough money, but she never stopped it. She does it till today.
My mother is also a stay-at-home mother, but she hustles the same way as your mother.
Yeah.
My mother, my mom retired from nursing about 3-4 years ago, and she, so what she does on a daily basis, sy maak vet cookies, ice, chips, and so. And there's a school just across my parental home. Dan gaan sit sy daar tot 1 uur toe, selling ice, chips, all these things.
Yeah.
But she's a stay-home mother, so she still needs to come home. As much as we try to get somebody who irons and was goed was, and sometimes she does these things herself. And when she speaks to me how difficult this job is on a daily basis, it's hard work.
Yeah.
Hard work. So
Like my mom would do
accept-
that. My mom would do that. Like till today, I don't know anybody else that does my father's laundry or whatsoever. And my mom would wash all of our clothes. So she will go and go sell it that time. Come through, wash our clothing, all of it, and then strike it the same day.
Yeah.
And that's why. That's
but
where I
but your
will
mother
say,
sounds very lazy to me.
Absolutely.
She's a lazy ass woman.
Why
I don't-
doesn't she clean also the house?
Yeah,
while
but
she's
she
there?
must clean the house.
She doesn't ever help most.
No, why?
Yeah,
She
but it's
doesn't.
her werk mos.
Yeah. So what's
My
the
mom doesn't brag about it. My mom doesn't go like it's a job. My mom. She's like,
So,
so these
your issue is the breaking, not the
Yeah.
tasks.
not the task, the bragging that they want to make it feel like
dis
it's
kom ek sê these women that you were dating there.
as block F se kinders.
Kasa,
As
kasa.
block F se kinders van Reeboth.
Enjoy your day,
Guys,
guys.
have a good Monday.
Very.
Enjoy.
Too nice to have you with us, Coffee, all the way.
Of all time.
Show on the station.
But still good music coming your way.
Your day sounds better with your music.
And your station playing on the background.
Makes you happy.
Rafiki Zolo up next.
Let me see what you can do.
And some good news for
Hi, this is your girl Ann Singer, and you are listening to the most informative, educative, and most entertaining midday show in Africa.
From 9 a.m. till 12 midday on Informante Radio.